Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick guide. Today, we're tackling a very common and frustrating error that many of you might encounter when trying to fix a broken system using a Debian 12 live environment. The chroot failed to run command /bin/bash no such file or directory message. This error can stop you dead in your tracks, but don't worry, it's usually straightforward to fix once you understand what's going on. First, let's briefly understand chroot. It stands for change root. It lets you change the apparent root directory for the current running process and its children. This is incredibly useful when you're booted into a live system, like Debian 12, but need to work on your main installed system. You might use chroot to reset a forgotten password, repair grub, or reinstall broken packages. Now, about that specific error. No such file or directory for /bin/bash. This doesn't mean /bin/bash is missing from your Debian 12 live system. It means that inside the environment you're trying to chroot into, the system cannot find or execute /bin/bash. This happens because the chrooted environment isn't fully set up to run commands properly. It's missing crucial parts that a normal operating system expects. The most common reason for this error, especially on a Debian 12 live system, is that you haven't mounted all the necessary pseudofile systems from your live environment into your target system's mount point. These are dev, proc, and syst. Without them, the chrooted system lacks the device files, process information, and system parameters it needs to even launch a simple shell like bash. Think of it like trying to run a complex program without its operating system kernel. So, let's walk through the steps to fix this. First, make sure you've identified and mounted your root partition correctly. Use lsblk to find your main system partition, for example, /dev/sda1. Then, mount it to a temporary location like /mnt with sudo mount /dev/sda1/mnt. This is your first crucial step. Next, and this is where most people miss it, you need to mount those essential pseudofile systems. You do this by binding them from your live system into the mounted target system. Run these commands: sudo mount bind /dev/mnt/dev, sudo mount bind /proc/mnt/proc, and sudo mount bind /sys/mnt/sys. Sometimes, it's also helpful to mount /run with sudo mount bind /run/mnt/run. These commands provide the chrooted environment with the necessary interfaces to hardware, kernel information, and running processes. After performing these mounts, you should also consider mounting any other critical partitions, like /boot if you need to update grub, using sudo mount /dev/sdax/mnt/boot. Once all these are in place, try your chroot command again. It should look like sudo chroot /mnt/bin/bash. This time, it should work, dropping you into a fully functional shell of your installed Debian 12 system. If for some reason /bin/bash still fails, you can try /bin/sh instead, as sh, which is often dash on Debian, is a simpler shell and might have fewer dependencies. Once inside the chroot, you can then try to reinstall bash if you suspect it's corrupted. apt update and apt install reinstall bash. Remember, the key is ensuring the chrooted environment has everything it needs to function, not just the root file system. Thank you so much for watching this guide. I hope it helps you resolve that tricky chroot error quickly and efficiently. If you found this video useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel for more helpful tech tips and tutorials. Your support means a lot.